Thank you. Thank you. Yay. I'm so excited to be here to do Comedy InvAsian 2.0. You know, I think my favorite part about doing this is like how supportive the Asian community has been of one another in the creation of this. You know, it's pretty cool. Like, look at me, for example, okay? Makeup was done by a Japanese person. This outfit was selected by a Chinese friend. I got the best pep talk backstage from a Filipina BFF, okay? And I went to Koreatown to get my nails done by a Mongolian. So, I'm like United Nations of Asia, right? You guys, I just can't believe I'm here. You know, just a couple of Christmases ago, I spent my Christmas trying to do a show at an old folks' home. And then none of the seniors came voluntarily. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm going home. And the nurse felt so bad. She goes, wait, Aidan, stop. You don't have to go home, it's Christmas. We'll just have your comedy show. We'll just grab some seniors from our memory floor. The memory floor is a floor designated for people with Alzheimer's and dementia. So I was like, great. If I really bomb, then we can all pretend like this never happened. So I go, you know, so they bring these two guys in like this close, right? And I'm up there, and the nurse is about to leave and goes, don't say anything controversial, they're really sensitive. You're telling me this now? So I'm up here trying to come up with, I'm like, what's the deal with celery? And this man stands up, okay? He stands up, this close, he goes, just like this. Hey! Did your dad fight in the Vietnam War? I was like, no, sir, I'm Korean. North or south? I was like, south, and by the way, when you were a young man, did you fight for the Yankees or the Confederates? Oh! I didn't do that because, after all, it was Christmas, okay? And this man was wheeled in on a wheelchair and he stood up to heckle me. Oh my God, it's a Christmas miracle. I'm healing people with my comedy. Heal thyself. I did this other horrible show. I'm gay, so by a surprise. I'm glad I told you. Some of you guys are looking at me like, oh my God, I hope he knows. I got protested for being gay. Yeah, they brought picket signs. Both of them had picket signs. And the picket sign said, pro manly man. Well, I never. So I went right up to them. I was like, pro manly man, huh? Oh my God, me too! Bestie, let's go to the fire station together. You know, you would think that being gay is not a problem nowadays, but it totally is for some people. Okay, so I wrote a book last year, okay? About... Thank you. I got a D in English, okay? Take that, Miss Archer, okay? George Washington High School, okay? So anyway, I wrote this book, and it's about finding happiness, so I wanted to call it The Art of Being Gay, right? I was like, great title. Gay for happy, you get it? And my editor was like, you can't call it that. People are gonna take it to mean that you wanna turn everybody homosexual. I'm like, I stopped doing that a long time ago, okay? They always cry after. But she still said no, and I was like, okay, fine. What if I call it The Art of Being Gay, parentheses, no homo? No, that wasn't approved either. So I was all mad, and so I called it The Art of Being Yay. But I say it, thank you, but I say it really fast so it still sounds like Art of Being Gay. Art of Being Gay. Art of Being Gay. I tell my straight guy friends I wrote a book called The Art of Being Gay, and they go, yo, that's a gay-ass title. I did write a book about finding happiness. People are always surprised that they just assume I was naturally like this. I think it's that laugh, actually. Okay, as a comedian, you're really not supposed to laugh at your own jokes, but whatever. I don't care. I think I'm hilarious. I don't care. People get annoyed with me, and they go, hey man, you sound like SpongeBob SquarePants when you laugh. I'm like, yeah, I look like him too, yellow and full of large holes. What do you want from me? It's about to get worse. You know, it's about to get a lot worse. Thank you. No, but I did write a book about finding happiness because it was really hard one. I worked really hard. And it's an art. You have to keep working at it. You know, I mean, I went through some crazy stuff, okay? I was brought to this country undocumented from Korea at age 9. I was dropped off at grandma's government housing in San Francisco before it was pretty. I'm a young widow. I'm HIV positive, okay? And look, I'm literally one domestic abuser away from being a Lifetime TV movie. Some of you look nervous. Don't get nervous. I know I just told you I'm HIV positive. Look, listen, relax. You can't get HIV from jokes. Happy, healthy guy. You can be happy, healthy with HIV. I've had HIV now for 17 years, okay? Thank you. My HIV is almost old enough to buy cigarettes and watch porn. He's starting college next year. We're very proud of him. I mean, it's community college, but still, we gotta start somewhere. And I am really strong and really healthy. Look, you guys, I promise you. Check it out. I'm so strong and so healthy that if someone were to like bust in through this, wall or whatever this is right now and threaten us all with violence, I could definitely push you all out of the way and get out that door first, for sure. I am not fighting men. I do have muscles because they do work out, but these are LA muscles. They can't do anything. It's like fake sushi in front of a Japanese restaurant. Looks great, don't put it in your mouth. You gotta accept, what you gotta live with, I do that for my HIV. It took me a long time to accept that I was gay also. I tried to pray the gay away for a long time. I prayed, and 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 it didn't work because I'm still on my knees. And then I tried to deny the fact that I was gay. Kids in high school, they'd be like, you're gay. And I'd be like, no, I'm not, be nice. That didn't make for the most compelling case. No, I'm not, be nice. Be nice. Okay, so this is where things shifted. This is the day I came out. I went to school one day, and this kid came up to me, right? I don't know what happened this day, but it was a miracle. This kid came up to me, and he goes, hey, faggot! You're gay, and that ain't normal! And so I looked at him, and I was like, yeah? Well, that's not what your daddy said last night while he was sucking my dick! Oh! And the kid goes, what'd you say? Immediately, ah! I don't know what happened. I think a ghost of a drag queen took over my body. It was RuPaul's Poltergeist in the air. I was like, what am I gonna do? And he goes, man, that was really funny. And all of a sudden, I became like the funny, popular kid in school. Like, kids in the hallways would be like, oh man, that kid, he's hella funny. And he's gay. Oh, but don't pick on him. He'll suck your dad's dick. So I became prom queen of my high school guys, okay? With a lesbian prom king, who later became a firefighter. Isn't that the most lesbian thing ever? She has way better luck with hoses than I do, for sure. All that to say, you guys, look. Nobody's gonna get HIV from my set tonight. Nobody's gonna, turn gay from watching my act tonight. You're not gonna look down your pants, sir, after the show and find disco balls, But all of you are totally gonna turn Asian. All of you. Every single one of you. Instead of disco balls, wontons. Dim sum. Whatever those things are. One in each color. That's not even the right kind. That's not the right kind. I'm Korean. I wasn't born here, guys. I wasn't, but people are surprised because I don't have an accent. You know why I don't have an accent? I'll tell you why I don't have an accent. Because when I was a 6-year-old boy, when I was still in Korea, I was really obsessed with the movie Sister Act. Right? I love Sister Act so much that I watched that movie over and over and over and over and over, could repeat all of the words back to you, but I also had no idea what I was saying. But my mom was like, oh my God, my son can speak English. I never taught him. What a genius. So she would invite all of her friends and make them sit down and make me recite monologues from Sister Act I didn't understand. So I'd stand in front of the crowd and go, what am I gonna do here? What am I gonna do here? There ain't nothing but a bunch of white women here dressed as nuns. What am I gonna do here? These people don't even have sex. My mom's friends. Wow. And my mom, I'm so proud of my son. He make whoopee. And then I moved to the States, and the kids in the States at first, they were really mean to me because they couldn't speak English, right? But what they didn't know was that I could speak whoopee. What does that mean, Aidan? It means they would say something to me, and I would want to say something back, but I didn't have the English language for a good response, so I would just grab whatever monologue from Sister Act that seemed emotionally appropriate to the moment, and say it to them. So an exchange looked like, ha ha, you stupid Asian kid, you don't know how to speak English, ha ha. To which I would respond with, you don't earn it. You don't deserve it. You don't earn other people's wives' fur coats, okay? And the kids would understandably be like, huh? And I would go, I will follow him wherever he may go. Because a confused look means I won, right? I was always like this. I was like this in Korea. That's why I'm here. Actually, I went to school one day and this kid said, I'm not allowed to play with you anymore because you don't have a father and my dad told me that is why you act like that. I was like what? Be nice! So I went home and I told my mom, and she, very protective, she was like, I'm pulling you out of school, and we're moving to the United States where I am no longer going to be discriminated against for being a single mother. She's very optimistic. So we need to move here, right, to the United States, but we don't have papers because we're so poor. And so the strategy was to fly into Mexico and get IDs of people that are supposed to look like us and present them to the Border Patrol and get through. Except they gave my mom an ID of a woman who was 100 pounds heavier than her. They gave me an ID of a kid who was 14 years old that was dying. And me and my mom look at each other, we're like, we have to book this gig, this acting job of a lifetime. We have to puff up your face, Mom. So we get to the border and we present our IDs and the Border Patrol just waves us through like nothing. That is the first time I realized, wow, to Americans, all Asians really do look alike. shocking how little Americans actually know about Asia or Korea. Do you know most people don't know the difference between North and South Korea, okay? I found this out because I was at a museum. Thank you. It's so hard to believe that I was at a museum. I don't believe him for a second. So I was looking at this world map, and this girl standing in front of me, and she points to Korea, and she says to her friend, Korea? Isn't that where that crazy guy's from? She turns around, she sees me, I kid you not, she goes like this, she goes, oh! So I look at her and I'm like, what did you say about my brother? I pull out my phone. 어떤 여자가 당신이 미쳤다고 얘기를 하고 있습니다. Say kimchi, bitch. Snap, snap, snap. I didn't do that. I can't be mean to people. I was like, actually, girl, and then I explained it. And we follow each other on Instagram. We're great. I went to her wedding. It was beautiful. The Clarks are a beautiful family. But what I was mad about was I told that story at a university, because it actually happened to me. And then someone got offended because they felt I was not being PC about it. I jumped off stage and I had a message waiting for me from a girl named Abigail Frank. Who felt like by me talking about Kim Jong-un and North Korea that I was perpetuating negative Asian stereotypes. And I thought, well, would it be better for her if I were perpetuating positive Asian stereotypes? Like, would that be better? Would it be better for her if I were on stage doing everybody's taxes? Would that be better for her? You know what I'm saying? Hey, good news. Guess what? Everybody here, for being here tonight, not only am I going to file your taxes, I'm also going to file your nails. I'm the Gaysian Oprah, and you get a Kia, and you get a Kia. You get a Hyundai. I don't know. People find my jokes kind of offensive sometimes, but it's stuff that actually happened, I get in trouble for this one all the time. You know how I told you I'm a widow? I'm a widow. Look. Woo! Thank you. Woo! Yeah, party! Woo! It's Mardi Gras up in here. Look, I'm a widow, okay? So I have this joke. I'm like, I was with this guy for 5 years and he passed away. It's like I literally got ghosted. I like saying that joke because I like looking into the crowd and seeing who all the terrible people are. Canceled, 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 canceled. I tell that joke for him, honestly. I know he would love it, okay? We had the kind of relationship where we just picked on each other all the time. He was 20 years older than me, okay? So I would always try to drag him to Antiques Roadshows and try to get him appraised. Baby, they could tell me I'm sitting on a gold mine. Oh, he served it right back, he would introduce himself. Hello, my name is Michael. This is my boyfriend, Aidan, but you can call me his daddy issues personified. Hello! Love at first sight. Love at first sight. The way he asked me out. Hey, look, I really want to take you out on the date, but, I don't have a lot of money right now, so I was wondering, could I take you with a coupon? Finally, someone even cheaper than I am. Let's go, Michael! He picks this really romantic restaurant. You might know it. It's called the Hometown Buffet. And he goes, we gotta get there by 3:45. We gotta get there by 3:45. I'm like, why do we have to get there by 3:45? Because if you go at 3:45, at 4 o'clock, they start charging for dinner, and then you start eating dinner. So at 3:45, you can get in for lunch prices and then eat dinner right after. I love his commitment. And we walk in, and I'm a weirdo too. And this is when he fell in love with me. The girl at the cashier, her name was Gloria. And I went, Gloria, I think I got your number in the middle of the restaurant. And he's like, I love this one. I'm marrying you. So we get in for $5, both of us. And we sit down at the table, and we're strategizing on how to break even. don't eat the sweet rolls, don't eat the sweet rolls. When we get home, he had gifts for me, okay? Stolen goods from the hometown buffet. I'm talking forks, I'm talking knives, I'm talking Splenda packets, oh my God. When I saw those Splenda packets, I just died because there's only so much romance a person can take. I told my mom about this, she goes, wow, you know it's true love when he commits a misdemeanor crime for you, wow. So when he passed away, I didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do. You know what never to say to a widow? This sounds nice, but try not to. Aidan, it's all right. He's with Jesus now. Great. It makes me feel great to know he is now hanging out with the most popular guy in the world! Why would he want to hang out with me here when he can go to heaven and hang out with the guy who turns water to wine? He's got all these followers, he doesn't even have an Instagram! I had it. I was gonna off myself, really. True story. I went shopping for a gun. I went to a pawn shop. And I found a gun there for $300. And then I went online and I found a gun for $75. And I thought to myself, wow, how can someone just buy a gun online for $75? When in person, they tried to charge me $300. What a freaking ripoff! That's when I realized I was so cheap. I was bargain hunting for my suicide weapon. Which is so stupid. Because if there was ever a time to put something on a credit card, thank God I'm a people pleaser. I'm like, oh, well, no one should have to clean me up. So I ex-nayed that idea. And so I thought, okay, well, why don't I go with a cleaner route, cleaner option, okay? I hear that if you suck on enough helium, you can go that way. Thank you for the clarification. Somebody just said no in the audience. Thank you so much. Don't trust Google. Wikipedia, screw you. But I thought if I sucked on enough helium, I could kill myself. So this is the thought train, okay? I was like, I'll buy a helium tank. Too expensive. I'll rent a helium tank. Who's gonna return it? And then I had this horrifying thought. What if I kill myself with the helium tank successfully, and somehow my spirit gets sucked inside the helium tank, and I'm trapped in there forever, like Phantom of the Helium Tank. And they're like, okay, well, I guess we'll just return this to Party City where this belongs. And I am, my fate for the rest of my life is to be rented out by different balloon animal artists week after week after week after week. And because I'm still in there, every time they go to pull for air, they hear, ha! Things out loud, you know, so that we can destigmatize these things. You know what saved my life? Judge Judy saved my life. This is what happened. That afternoon, there happened to be an older Asian lady plaintiff, and she was just like, where do you think you're a picnic? Where's your forms? You know, don't tell me it's raining and what does she say? She says, don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. That's her quote. And I just looked at that and I was like, you are not gonna yell at my mother like that, Judge Judy! Because she would have to go to court and settle my estate. And so I was like, I'm not gonna do that. So I stayed from my mom. But I did make a promise to myself. I said, you know what, if I'm gonna stay, I'm gonna find a way to stay and be happy. Because I can't stay feeling like this. There's just no way. I can't. So that is why my life is really all about finding happiness, the art of being gay. Because life really is too long to live without being gay. No homo. Thank you. And look, I hope you find happiness or whatever, but if you walk away from this with nothing, just please remember one thing. Be nice! I'm Aidan Park, thank you guys.